Does your little one have the sniffles? It's the time of year for coughs, colds, and yes, the flu. Dr. Scott Zahn, a pediatrician with Aurora Bay Care, joins me now with more. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Angela.
First, let's start off with what's new with the flu shot this year.
Well, the difference this year compared to last year, as you recall, there were two different vaccines, one for H1N1, or the swine flu, and then one for the regular seasonal influenza. This year, they're all combined together, so there's just a single vaccine for influenza this year.
Okay. Let's talk about who the shot is recommended for.
Yep. Actually, now they recommend that everybody get a flu vaccine 6 months and up.
Okay.
So adults, children, everybody.
And let's focus on the kids. I mean, who should definitely be getting these shots?
Well, children are at a little bit higher risk of getting complications from influenza. Every year, about 100 children die from influenza, and about 20,000 children are hospitalized from it. So it's a very serious infection that's preventable.
Okay, so we've got a screen up here. We've got younger than 6 months old, ages 6 months to 5 years, and children with chronic health problems. Can you talk about why those are each important?
Well, children under 6 months are at risk, but unfortunately we can't give them the influenza vaccine. So it's very important that we vaccinate everybody who is around those children. We want to try to, shield them from getting that vaccine. The 6 months and up, that group is just at higher risk to get the complications. So they're more likely to end up in the hospital if they would happen to get the influenza virus. And then those with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, the elderly are at a higher risk to get complications as well.
And would now be the prime time to get those flu shots?
Now is absolutely the prime time. We have actually been immunizing for about a month now. We want to get vaccine in before the influenza virus shows up, which is usually around January.
Any tips for parents bringing in their little ones for flu shots for the first time? I mean, that can be scary.
Well, all shots are scary. Reassurance to the children that it's really important. There are actually two different types of influenza vaccine. There's the traditional flu shot, and then if you are between the ages of 2 and 50, you can get flu mist, which is a nasal spray, so there's no needle involved in that. Which obviously then it's less painful.
What about, Dr. Zahn, what about parents, or many parents out there who are concerned about vaccines in general and giving them to their kids? What do you say to that?
Well, vaccines obviously are very important. I think, influenza is one of the most common vaccine preventable illnesses. They are rigorously tested before they're even released into the market, and they continue to be monitored for side effects. I think they're very safe. My children get all of their vaccines, including their influenza vaccine, every year.
For parents who are, just absolutely aren't going to do it, I guess, what steps do you take? I mean, I know hand washing is a...
Hand washing is one of the best things. It's an airborne transmitted virus, so even washing hands can't prevent, the other children that are coughing or breathing. The best thing to do really is to vaccinate. That's a preventive thing. So that you can't get the influenza vaccine.
Okay, and I want to go back one more time, if we can, to the full screen of who shots are recommended for. I know you said everybody's recommended, but pregnant women, children younger than 5, and people age 50 and older. Those are really key for those 3 groups.
Yep, those are the higher risk groups. So we really like to focus on them. But once again, this year, everybody is supposed to get a flu vaccine.
And it will probably be convenient for a lot of people knowing that the H1N1 and the flu shot is now in one.
Right. Last year, it was hard that we had to give 2, so this year it's only 1.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Angela.
Thank you.